somebody takes the kids who's not a primary caretaker, that's the lingo you use. So that's the lingo I used. And of course, social media turned against me. And, I got a lot of haters from that because I'm mixed, you guys. And unfortunately, I got caught up in this black and white war. That should have never even happened to me because I am mixed. I'm black and I'm white.
Hey y'all, it's Destiny. This is part 7 and 8 of Liv's series, Who the F Did I Have Kids With? Now don't worry if you haven't seen parts 1 through 6, I have them on my channel. Right now we are at the part where Jerrod is getting the kids for the summer and Liv is acting like she doesn't know what's happening. If you saw my last video, she did say that Jerrod got the kids on the 13th, but I showed y'all proof that he got them on the 14th, and even Liv herself wrote a GoFundMe and said he got the kids on the 14th. So of course Liv is going to do these lives on TikTok now, and I guess she thinks that they're gonna go over well over there. So if you're ready to get into this part 7 and 8 of Who the F Did I Have Kids With, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and don't forget to hit that post notification bell so you are notified every single time I post.
Alright y'all, so this is part 7 of Who the F Did I Have Kids With? I just want to get through this series. I swear, I just want to get through this series. So let me just get through it. All right. So I met him at the park to get the kids, and for the for his summer.
Not stuttering over the words, because in the last part you said you didn't know he was getting them for the summer. Now it's for the oh, okay.
Pop it.
For his summer.
Yeah.
For his summer visitation.
My puppet!
Yes, I see. Not only did I not know his plans for real, because he was doing that whole thing where he thought he didn't have to communicate with me. It's so weird to me how he thinks that it's okay not to communicate basic things, and how people actually think that that's okay, that he's right doing that, when well, if you were a woman with kids and the father of your kids was...
Liv, stop, okay? You started the last part and said that he was supposed to just come and visit them for a few days and then go back home. And now you're starting this part and saying that he was supposed to get them for the summer. You can't even keep your life straight on your videos that you're recording? But now she wants to make it a point that, oh, he doesn't communicate with me. You don't communicate with yourself. You knew he was there to get the kids for the summer. And what, you thought he was staying there the whole summer in Florida? What are you talking about?
I'm telling you his real intentions of what he plans to do with the kids, y'all would have a problem with that too. So don't act like what I'm saying is out of this world. Okay, so I met him at the park. This is hard for me, obviously, to talk about. I met him at the park, and the kids were playing. He hadn't seen them since January, the end of the middle of January, really. And it was now June, and he hadn't seen them because he hadn't seen them. Not because I was keeping them away from him, like he lied and said. It's just because he hadn't come and seen them.
Okay, so you moved from Texas back to Florida, and now you're saying that he just didn't see them because he didn't see them. No, you moved.
Whatever, that's on him. So, we met at the park, and I was like, yeah, just like chill with the kids, not get to know them, but just get...
Mommy.
Okay, I see. Just get in communication with them and just spend time. And I even told him, I'm like, let's go and get the kids like a pizza and let's talk about the summer plans, because I've never been away from my kids. At this point, I've never been away from them. So even the thought of them going to Texas and I'm staying in Florida was like mind-blowing to me. So I would have appreciated a conversation like a grown-up adult, but he couldn't do that. He lied and he said he was going to stay in, and it's like, why lie?
Why lie? You do it every day, so ask yourself that question. But she knew that he was getting them for the summer, so why are you asking what his plans are?
Just be real. You had your visitation time, so just be real. But he could never respect me in that way. And of course, as any woman would have a problem with that, I had a problem with that. So we're at the park and we're chilling. We're not speaking, but the kids are playing at the park. I walk to the car for a minute, my car, and I'm on the phone. And I turn around and he's like rushing the kids to his car. Anyway, it was a whole situation at the car. I was trying to get the kids out of the car. Remember, his visitation for the summer started June 14th. He had a lawyer. I didn't have a lawyer at this time.
I'm so glad that she said this, because look at this screenshot right here. Why would you tell GoFundMe and all the people that you wanted them to donate their hard-earned money? Why would you tell them that he got them on the 14th? Jerrod actually posted this picture of the children as well, showing that he got them on the 14th. Why would you lie?
And I didn't even know this yet, because like I said, I hadn't looked at the court order at this time. But regardless, he took the kids a day sooner. I couldn't pack them a bag. I couldn't say goodbye to them. Nothing. He just took them. And I was like, let them out the car. Let them give me a hug. Nothing. He pushed me away from him. He pushed me away from the kids. And he took off with my kids.
And those children are half him. So he took off with half of him too.
And like I said, any woman would have a problem with that. It doesn't matter who, if that's the father, it doesn't matter. You're the mother and your kids have always been up under you. So of course you would have a problem with that, and don't act like you wouldn't. So, I was devastated. He wasn't telling me where he was. He wasn't telling me anything. My kids literally left the state of Florida without me even knowing they were leaving the state of Florida. And it didn't even have to be like that. Like, he was so grimy. And like I said, people are like, well, you didn't tell him when you were leaving Texas to go back to Florida. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Like I said, you, the person watching this who's gonna talk shit, or him, is not gonna rewrite the truth. I told him I was going back to Florida. I would never go back to Florida without him knowing. I would never leave in the middle of the night without telling him. That's not the type of woman I am. So you're not gonna make me that type of woman. You, him, or nobody else.
Liv told us that Jerrod was trying to serve her with papers through the courts. I don't know if it was child support, it was visitation, whatever he was doing. That's what he wanted to get. And then she told us that everybody was telling her to go back to Florida, because if you get served those papers in Texas, you won't be able to leave Texas.
So I told him, and my kids leaving the state of Florida without me giving them a kiss goodbye, a hug, was extremely wrong. And I was extremely upset, as you can imagine, as a mother. And I wasn't going to see my kids for like a month.
Ready?
So of course I went home, I was crying, blah, blah, blah. I read the court order, and I did. I got online on my social media accounts, and I was trying to raise money for a lawyer at this point, because I was like, this is ridiculous, this is crazy, this is insane. So I did. I said that he kidnapped my kids. The same way he has said time and time again, when I haven't returned the kids to him on time, that I'm kidnapping, and he would call the cops for kidnapping.
See, now we're understanding why no lawyer will stick with Liv. I mean, yes, she doesn't have money to pay them, but she is just, there's something wrong with her, okay? She doesn't listen. There is something wrong with her. She will never understand anything that goes on in the courtroom because she's so caught up in how she feels.
That's what you say when somebody who is not, I guess you could say the primary caretaker, because at the time I was. When somebody takes the kids who's not a primary caretaker, that's the lingo you use. So that's the lingo I used. And of course, social media turned against me. And, I got a lot of haters from that because I'm mixed, you guys. And unfortunately...
Okay, so Liv got a lot of haters because she's mixed. What does that even mean? So you're saying people hate you because you're black and white? Not because of your actions? Not because of your words? Not because of your lies? Come on.
I got caught up in this black and white war that we have going on in America.
Hi, guys.
And that should have never even happened to me because I am mixed. I'm black and I'm white, and my ex is black. But unfortunately, we have a very racist country, and that's just what it is at this point.
Oh, so now we have a racist country, but Liv was just on live some weeks back talking about people shouldn't be talking about racism anymore because that's over.
Talk about how strong you are, what you're doing in your community, what you're building, how you're moving forward. Stop talking about what happened back there because it's not happening anymore. And if it is, then handle it however you gotta handle it. But stop complaining about it. You're saying racism doesn't affect me? Is that what you're saying? You have no idea what you're talking about. No, you guys just want to stay victims and be upset about this year after year after year after year after year. And if anybody dare tell you guys to let go, you know, it's oh my god. She told me to let it go. She's a racist. Shut up.
No. Let me explain exactly what happened, okay? Liv flagged down the police when Jerrod was leaving with the children. And because Jerrod had the paperwork saying that he gets those children, he was allowed to leave. If Jerrod didn't have the paperwork saying those were his kids and he can get them for the summer, who knows what would have happened? A black man leaving with 3 children and this woman here telling them he's kidnapping her children. Y'all really don't understand how that would go. The good thing is Jerrod had all his paperwork in his car with him and he had a great lawyer that probably told him what to do.
So they were like saying things like, girl, they were saying things like, I did this because he's a black man in America. Like, girl, bye. I did this because he's my baby daddy. He took my motherfucking kids. And anybody, any woman, black, white, whatever you are, if your husband was white, or your ex-husband was white, black, whatever he was, I used the lingo that's being used and I had every right to. But, you know, people turned on me.
This woman made a GoFundMe and then the day after, maybe a couple days after, she was showing her nails, which she put money on them, made money nails. So the same woman that says she doesn't have money for a lawyer is getting these extravagant nails on her hands.
People try to use that race shit against me. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay, like I said. But yeah, I did. I raised some money on GoFundMe. I made a GoFundMe. And my haters got my GoFundMe taken down. I never received any of that money. Once again, it was a lie that I had taken the GoFundMe money and went shopping with it. No, that's not the type of woman I am. And once again, you're not going to rewrite the truth. And I didn't do that. So, unless somebody can come up with screenshots of me spending this so-called GoFundMe money, let me know. And if you were a person who sent me GoFundMe money, you got your money back because GoFundMe canceled my GoFundMe and my haters got it taken down. So I didn't get any money for a lawyer at that point. So, okay, cool. Now it's the summertime and my kids have been taken.
Now it's the summertime and her kids are having a great time and she's over there having a great time with different men.
To Texas without me saying goodbye or anything. I actually was trying to reach him all night long. He drove back to Texas with my kids and he answered the next day after he took them. Now it's June 14th of 2021.
Why does she keep saying this? That is a lie. He got the kids on the 14th and you admitted it on your GoFundMe. What is wrong with her?
And he finally answered the phone and he was already back in Texas and I was like, what's going on? He said, don't worry about it. I took the kids back to Texas. They'll see you in a month. And that was it. That's all I got.
No.
So as any mother would during this time, I was spazzing out, you guys. I had a horrible summer. This is the first time I've ever been away from my kids. It was really hard. We didn't have he didn't stick to the court order correctly. I didn't stick to it because I was not even really aware of it like that because I didn't have a lawyer and I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing as far as staying on top of my shit. There was a lot of rumors going around because I was in a relationship with my now my son here, my 2-year-old son. I was in a relationship with his father.
I told you guys I was going to introduce him formally. I know a lot of shit has gone on since then, but I want to introduce my baby. I love him so much. Oh my god, I'm so in love with him. It's crazy. But show us the new ink. Fine, I'll just show you guys. I was gonna wait for the vlog, but I'll just show y'all. I don't know. Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it? Can I see it, maybe? You stupid.
I'm posing for the picture. You know they gonna get this one.
and it was very rocky. It was a lot of back and forth, but the claims that were made about me was not correct.
Yes, let's please get into the second baby daddy and how he was the one that helped your children be taken away from you.
It was just a lot of back and forth, and it made me look crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it did, but I was never what people said. Like, people were trying to say I was on drugs. I was never out there like that. Like, I was not a party girl. I was not out there like that. I literally spent my birthday in the house crying on live. Like, that's the type of person I've been. I'm always like a low-key type person, and people just try to make me out to be something that I'm not, and it's just not the truth. And
okay, so now she's not going to blame Zolo for the situation? She's not going to put any blame on him? Who are these people? Because one person, Zolo, was the one telling everybody you were on illegal substances. He was the one saying he was getting it for you. He was the one that told Jerrod everything that was going on in that house. So who are these people she's talking about?
So yeah, the summer was crazy, but we had a hearing in June. This is while the kids were with him, and this was gonna be close to the final hearing, because they were trying to, I guess, see if who was gonna keep, if I was gonna keep, because remember we had a temporary order in place, and I was the primary caretaker. So hold on, I'll see you on part 8. We had a hearing, a June hearing, and this is where they asked me to take a drug test, because he said I was on drugs. He lied and said I was on drugs. I'll see you on part 8.
Before we get to part 8, who is he? Okay, because Jerrod said she was on him, and Zolo said you was on him. The first 2 baby daddies said, yes, she's on them, but you're going to just blame Jerrod for this? Unbelievable. Let's get into part 8.
Okay, so this is part 8 of who the did I have kids with. Okay guys, so this moving forward is going to be emotional for me, because all of this was super messed up. I was done super hella dirty. So much, I was blindsided by so much, and this was the hardest part. This is the hardest point in my life, honestly, truly. So we have a June hearing, and this is like the second to the last hearing. I believe we're having a June hearing, and then we're gonna have a July hearing. Now, all I was asked to do was have what they call a home visit with a social worker, and I had to fly the social worker out to Florida from Texas to see my home, my very beautiful 3-bedroom apartment overlooking a lake. I had a beautiful, beautiful apartment. My kids had their own room, and it was great setup. I had to come up with some money. This was right around, like I said, this was going to be in July, so I had a lot of bills. Anyway, I did not budget my money correctly, and
but I thought Liv was a boss. I thought she always had it. Money comes and money goes and money flows through her. Isn't that what she said?
Plus, all my tax money will go to my ex anyway, and I'm okay with that. Like, that's a good thing. He can have it. I don't trip on money, because money, I'm abundant. Money comes and money goes, money flows through me, honey. It always has and it always will. So I don't trip on money. The people who trip on money, they need it. You know what I mean? I have it. They need it. I have it. So that's the difference.
Social worker that was supposed to come out, I didn't end up giving her enough money in time, so she had time to. Anyway, wait, hold on. Let me back up though. It's June. Like June 15th, 16th. Okay, my kids have been with. No. It's probably like June 24th type ish. There we go. It's like around the end of June, because my kids have been with him already for like a week. Okay, but that's what I was ordered to do.
This is an example of what happens when you can't keep your life straight. You start thinking it's this day and that week and this month. You don't know what's happening. Just tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory.
All I knew, and all the judge asked of me at this point, until this point, was to comply with the home studies, the social worker. And that was what I was supposed to do. So we have an emergency hearing, because this June hearing came out of nowhere. And he said I was on drugs. Yeah, he lied yet again and said I was a drug user. I was doing drugs, and he...
And who told him that you were still doing these drugs when you were with Zolo? Yes, Zolo told him that. Imagine your first baby daddy and your second baby daddy working together to get 3 of your children taken.
Was this for fact, and he told the judge this because he bought me drugs in the past, and that's how he knows I'm a known drug user. He told that to the judge. And the judge said, "Sir, did you just admit to buying drugs to me?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah." So I'm sitting there like, what are you talking about? I do drugs. I don't even smoke weed. Drinking, yes. A cigarette, yes. Hookah, yes. But like I said, unfortunately, the guy I was dealing with at the time was spreading lies, saying that I was on drugs. Girl. And I guess this is where he got his grand idea that he was gonna try to use that against me and say that.
Why wouldn't he use that against you? Why wouldn't he? That would make no sense if he didn't use that against you. The man that you're seeing at the time, who you got from the halfway house, told him that you were doing illegal substances in front of the children or around the children, or at least in the same house. Why wouldn't he use that against you?
To this day, there's been no proof of any drug use. Even, okay, wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm sitting there in this hearing via Zoom, and I'm like, this man is really stooping so disgustingly low. This is honestly an all-new high low for him. So I'm ordered to take a drug test, and not just any drug test, you guys. I'm ordered to take 3 drug tests. Yes, because I'm such a drug addict, right? I'm ordered to take a hair follicle test, a nail test. As you can see, I keep nails on my fingers, but at this time I was nothing but acrylic, and my toes. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah, I've always kept nails on my toes. Yeah, I keep my nails done.
So I'm guessing it's Jerrod's fault that Zolo told him that you were doing illegal substances now? I mean, what isn't Jerrod's fault at this point?
Ordered to take a hair follicle, a nail test, and a pee test. And his lawyer told me I have to take it right then and there that day. And I'm like, okay, cool. Keep rolling with the punches, y'all. Okay, I'll take it. But then it was like, when we had the hearing, it was probably like 12:01 or 2. I don't know. It was the afternoon. And like, by the time we got done with the hearing, the drug testing place was going to be closed. So they were like, you have to go early in the morning and submit it by 12 noon and blah, blah, blah. You really need to submit it by tomorrow. Mind you, I have acrylic on my fingers, freshly done. And I had acrylic on my toes.
Fresh nails, fresh toes done, but you didn't have a lawyer. You made a GoFundMe so that you can get a lawyer, but you were more worried about getting your hair and your toes and your nails done.
Freshly done. And I'm like, okay, alright, cool. So I went. I went. Of course I went. And the judge looked at me, he said, if you don't take this test, or if you fail this test in any way, the kids will not be coming back to you. He said that to me. With no proof of neglect, with no proof of drug use, with no proof of abuse, period. He said that to me. So I swallowed it like a big girl, and I said, okay, cool. The next day I took all 3 tests. I ripped off my nails, y'all. I ripped off my nails. My nails were horrible. I couldn't take my toenails off. I mean, looking back on it now, I'm like, damn, I could have went to the nail place and got the shit taken off. But I didn't even think of it like that because it was already the end of the day and I had to go the very next morning. So I ripped off my own nails. And I ripped off my nails. You know when you rip off your nails, you rip it to like the tippy tip of your nails. Your whole nail comes off. Not the whole nail, but you know what I mean? Any excess growth or whatever. But anyway, I went the next day. I got the hair test. They cut patches of my hair out. He tried.
Number one was.
Okay. They cut your nails and they file them. They took the P test. Okay, cool. That's all done. I get the test results within a week. The hair and the P test come back negative, and my nail test said that they didn't have enough sample, and it came back inconclusive because of that reason.
If anybody has any information on these drug tests, because Liv says that she passed, and one was inconclusive because she didn't have enough nails. But let me know what y'all heard in the comment section.
So of course I sent everything to the judge. I sent everything to everybody, baby. The judge signed it, and my kids got sent back to me at the end of the summer. Straight like that. But as you can imagine, that was such a hard time for me. And to this day, I'll never forgive him for ever putting me through that. Because it's never that serious. Now, if I actually am a drug user, if I'm a danger to your children, of course put me through all of that. But I was never that, and he knows that.
How is Jerrod supposed to know that? He's not living with you. He's not seeing what you're doing. And when he was with you, he says that you were on that stuff. And for another man to come into your life and say the exact same thing, you don't think it's a possibility that something's going on there?
So for him to do me like that, that's what I'm saying, you guys. I never thought he would do this to me. And that's why my story needs to be heard, because you would never think a person would do this to you, especially the mother of his kids. The mother of his kids.
Right?
Okay.
You called the police on the father of your kids when all he was doing was getting the kids like he was supposed to for the summer.
I birthed all of those children for him, and for him to turn around and do that to me. Put your head up. Girl. So it's the end of the summer, the kids are sent back to me, and my life is hectic. My life is just going. I found out that I was pregnant with my son that summer. My baby's sitting right here next to me. Him and me and his father had broken up, so I was alone again. I was pregnant. I was dealing with all this shit, bro.
Oh, now she wants to admit that she was alone and pregnant and knew that was Zolo's child. Because on her YouTube, she claimed that some Casper was the daddy. So this whole time you knew it was Zolo's child, but you got on here for 2 years straight, even when you were pregnant, saying that he's not the father.
And it was okay though, because my kids were coming home, and I felt like I was gonna be whole again within myself, because my kids are a piece of me. My kids are such big parts of me. So I was just happy to pick them up, and they were happy to be home, and it was great. So this is the end of July when they returned back to me. And remember, that was an emergency hearing in June, because, you know, they had to drug test me. It was an...
I don't care about none of that. When are we going to get Who the F Did I Have Kids With Zolo edition? Now that, you want a story to go viral? Now that's going to go viral. Discord, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. No, nobody cares about that. But getting a man from the halfway house, moving him in immediately, getting a tattoo on your neck, now that's viral. Him leaving you, and then you popping up pregnant, and then claiming it was somebody else's baby? Oh yeah, that's viral right there.
Yeah, that was an emergency hearing. So that pushed back the final hearing to August. Okay, and by the final hearing, I was supposed to have everything done. The social worker coming to my house. Pretty much that's all I had to have done, is the social worker coming to my house.
You want a viral story? Let's talk about him getting on this internet and talking so bad about you. That's the viral moment you're looking for.
But I didn't. Number one, I didn't have the money. I could have got the money. I could have. And this is 100% my fault. I screwed up. 100%. 100%. Because I just... And mind you, I was not getting any child support from this person. Nothing.
And all the women that support her, like, what type of life do y'all live? Like, that's sad, bro. Y'all condone on this woman not letting me speak to my kids. Yeah, I gotta pay you $200 a week, and you say you might let me talk to my kids. Nah, man, ain't no might. I can see if I ain't never been there, then I'm coming like, oh, no, that's different. I've been there. You gotta understand, we was together. Who was doing everything? You barely was cooking. What the fuck you talking about, bitch? I would come out from work, I would clean, I wash, fold it, bitch. Take my kids to go play, and you just smoking cigarettes all on the internet all day, watching reactors. The fuck? Watching reactors, trying to see what type of video you finna put out. Man, get off that bullshit, man. That's what you did all day. You up all fucking night watching reactors because they talk about your ass. You watching Chrissy and Ming, seeing what they got going. You talking to Jasmine. Man, don't stop playing with me, bro. Bitch, I'm just on the couch like, damn, you're not gonna go to bed. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to go to me. Stay to smoke a square. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. She's talking about you want to be cordial and be a dust. I tried that shit. All of January, all of December, I was trying that. You making all these vlogs, Christmas with your new family and Thanksgiving, bitch, that ain't no family. I told you, you don't even know these niggas, man. This coming from a man. I'm telling you, you don't know them. Get to know them first. The fuck? It's so crazy, man. Woo. Well, she ain't gonna talk about that. She gonna talk about how I don't send her money when she say send her money. Nah, bitch. I'm gonna let the courts handle that. Whatever the court say I gotta pay you, that's what you gonna get. Like I said, my kids need or want something, let me know. And I will gladly buy it. I will send this next day, same day, shipping, shit, whatever. What you talk about, man? Read your email that they sent you. Read that shit. Since you get on here and read all these comments and you read all these reactors, what they say, read your emails, my nigga. Oh, he filed for divorce, but I didn't know he filed. Bitch, you see the paper? The fuck? You got that shit when that private investigator came and knocked on your door that day. This before you even was thinking, this before you started packing and trying to sneak away. Remember when that dude knocked on your door and tried to give you that paper? That's what it was, my nigga. That was all that shit. Yeah, I had a private investigator in Texas and in Florida. What you talking about, bro? Yeah, but you ain't gonna talk about that shit neither, huh? Then you call me, why the dude knock on my door? Bitch, take the paper. Read it. What you talking about? He's serving you. That's what he doing. He's serving your ass. Fuck. You so damn dumb. Remember you was walking to your sister's house, you got the car, you and Brandon, and that dude gave you that paper and you threw it on the ground. You're like you didn't want it. Yeah, that's what they were in Florida. Don't make sense. But you're so happy. But you still talk shit about me. Oh, you just want money. Okay. Well, money is what you're gonna get, okay? When your money comes, you accept it and you take it and leave me the fuck alone, okay? When I come and get my kids, I don't want no problems. I don't even want you to say shit. Just you ain't got to pack them no bag. Just give them her. Give them they whatever. They toy, whatever they want to bring. Give them her. Dang. Just give them her. I got everything else. Don't worry about shit. Just like when you was out here. You want to pack them. Fucking pick my kids up. This bitch got them on pajamas. What the fuck? Why you got these little ass pajamas on them? It's daytime. What you doing? That's all right. We finna go to Ross or wherever. TJ Maxx, wherever. Go get them some shit. Marshalls. Sit up here and want. See, I got, but you know, I'm not gonna put her.
I had a yeast infection the other day. And I don't do shit for it, right? But I had to go get the cream for her sorry ass. Eat that shit up, y'all. Go ahead, make y'all little videos and all that. Cause the hoe don't give a fuck about me. And I don't give a fuck about her.
Up until maybe September, it kicked in. So I had to purchase all back to school everything. And honestly, I just wasn't thinking. I was going through so much, you guys imagine. I just found out I'm pregnant. The man left me that I'm pregnant by. My ex-husband is trying to...
Now Zolo left you? Because you have been saying for years that you really want to kick him out.
take my kids. I'm trying to get over my ex-husband. Girl, it was just a mess. I was a mess, but I was holding myself together for my babies. I was holding strong for my kids. And I just fucked up. I fucked up when it came to staying on top of the court shit. I did. So, I will tell you guys what happened in the final hearing. On part 9. I can't believe we're on part 9.
I have to admit, this part of the series, 7 and 8, oh yeah, this gotta be my favorite. It's so many lies, it's so much going on. She just can't stop lying. I love it, but I love that she actually talked about her getting pregnant by Zolo and then him leaving her. But I wanted her to bring up the Casper baby daddy because that's a viral moment too. Imagine pretending that some random man that doesn't even exist is your baby daddy. Liv, do a series on that. But y'all gotta let me know what you think about the situation. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you in the next one.